What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and happy Friday, everyone, because today is Friday, February 17th of 2023. The weekend is right around the corner, so that means this video is our final order cutoff, speculation, and recommendation show. In this video, my friend Al from Golden Age Goodies, his link is down in the description below. We put together our list of all the books that we think have speculation. We share that information with you so that way you guys can make your own decisions on what books that you guys might want to pick up to speculate on, so that way we can try to make this hobby fund itself. But that's not all what this video is about. Oh no, that was just the speculation part. We also have the recommendations part of the video. In that part of the video, Al and I gather our favorite new number ones to share with you guys that we think this story just might be absolutely amazing, and we get 3 new number ones to share with you in today's video. So make sure you guys stick around for the recommendations portion of this video. Alright guys, that is everything for the intro. Let's go ahead and dive into final order cutoff speculation. But before we do that, we gotta cover my 2 speculation reminders. The first reminder that Al and I have for you every single week is that you guys have to do your own research. Al and I are presenting you with the information that you need to make your own decisions. But what we think you guys should do is go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you're spending your own hard-earned money on these books. Not my money, your money. And the next reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books, so sometimes a book will show up multiple times on final order cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Alright guys, those are my 2 weekly reminders. Let's go ahead and dive into the books on this weekend's final order cutoff that have speculation. Before we dive into the books, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that we're about to talk about, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by February 19th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and February 20th for your Marvel and all the other indie titles. And one other note, guys, there are no DC books on this weekend's final order cutoff, so it's really just your Scout and Vault books you need to get in by February 19th. Alright, now that you guys know when you guys need to get your pre-orders in by, let's go ahead and start covering the books on this weekend's final order cutoff that you guys might want to consider for speculation. Alright guys, I'm going to give it to you straight. This week is a super light week for spec books, but Al and I did put our heads together over the last few days and we did put together a few books that we want to share with you. I do want to give a huge shout out to Al. He put together a majority of this list, so Al, thank you so much as always for being such a great friend and helping me so much on these final order cutoff videos. But these first 5 books that I'm going to share with you are all series finales, and guys, series finales can be a good buy sometimes, especially if the series gets popular for one reason or another, because normally the final issue of a mini-series is the least ordered issue, so those will be the most scarce. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive into these 5 books, and you guys can decide for yourself if you want to pick up multiple copies of one of these books. And the first book up is Art Brut issue number 5. There are 3 covers for this, but Al and I both really like the B cover. It's the most scary and creepy and the most like Ice Cream Man, and it's just a really great cover. And next up is The Approach issue number 5. This series is absolutely fantastic, and I can see this book being optioned in the future because it really is that good of a tale. I love this book. And next up is Spider-Man The Lost Hunt issue number 5. And after that, we have Stillwater issue number 18. This is another fantastic series, and I can also see in this series being optioned in the future because again, it is that good. It's written by Chip Zdarsky. So freaking good. And the last series that has its final issue coming out this week on final order cutoff is Tiger Division with the 5th issue. And again, there's multiple covers. You guys pick the one that you like the most. Those are the 5 books that have their series finales, but are there any other books worthy of speculating on this weekend's final order cutoff? Any new number ones? Any books with a first appearance or cameo or something like that? Well, there is a new number 1 from Marvel Comics that Al and I want to talk to you guys about. Now, this book right here, it might not be a good book to spec on, but as I talk to you guys about it, you will see why you want to keep an eye on this book in the future. And that is Doctor Strange issue number 1. Now, this is coming from writer Jed MacKay and art from Pascal Ferry. And guys, just listen to the synopsis for this book. Stephen Strange returns to his role as the master of Marvel's mystic arts and gets back to detective business protecting the world from supernatural forces as he fights demons and monsters and ghouls stemming from other dimensions and worlds. Both Clea and Juan will return and be part of this new series as Stefan and Clea will try to navigate their marriage. The series will introduce a new enigmatic villain that targets Stephen Strange's oldest enemies with some sort of secretive personal connection to Strange. Now, Al and I both think that the supervillain Nightmare will have a role in the events of this story. And guys, check out this awesome timeless variant cover from Alex Ross featuring Dormammu. This is the one and only cover lever pick of the week because it's really the only good cover on all of Final Order Cutoff, which is pretty crazy. But guys, we just wanted to share that with you. Again, this book right here might not be the book to spec on, but as you can see from the synopsis, there is going to be a new villain coming in the future. But guys, those are all the books that we could find that have speculation on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Now, before we move on to our recommendations to read, I do want to remind you guys that Al is going to be updating his Facebook group all weekend long. Guys, his link for that is down in the description below. Make sure you guys are joining that. And if he finds any other books that might be worthy of speculating on, he will make sure to add that book to his Facebook group. So guys, keep an eye on that. And that is it for our Final Order Cutoff speculation. Let's go ahead and dive into our recommendations to read. As I mentioned in the intro for this video, there are 3 books on Final Order Cutoff that Al and I think you guys might want to pick up to read. Not to speculate on, just for the story itself. And the first book that we want to talk to you guys about is Astrobots issue number 1. Now, this is coming from Whatnot Publishing, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I haven't heard anything good so far from any book that was published by Whatnot. But guys, after reading the synopsis for this book, I could be swayed to actually picking this book up. So let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. So this is from writer Simon Furman, the original writer of the Transformer comic series and the creator of Marvel's Death Head, has teamed up with heavy metal artist Hector Turnick to create an all-new mech masterwork based on the toy line designed by Aaron Thomas. Pathfinders, pioneers, breaking new ground in the furthest reaches of the galaxy. They are Astrobots. The clock is ticking for the planet Earth, and the race is on to find a new world capable of sustaining human life. New, sophisticated machine life forms called Astrobots are dispatched to scout far-flung worlds in the hope of crafting a new home. With food and raw materials running out and climate disasters escalating, the evacuation of the entire human population is the only slender hope remaining. On Colony World number 1, a catastrophic power struggle forges a new all-Astrobot society, and presiding over the nascent civilization is Atlas, an evolved mech with a future-proof plan. A plan that does not include humankind. Now again, I am super hesitant of picking up this book because, again, I have not heard anything good from any of the books published by Whatnot, but the fact that this is coming from the original creator of Transformers has me a little interested. I want to check it out, and the artwork looks absolutely fantastic. And I also like that this is not a true Transformers lift. These bots were created by humans, and then the AIs take over, so that's actually pretty cool in my opinion. But guys, what do you think? Astrobots number 1 from Whatnot Publishing. Is it worthy of picking up? Guys, let me know down in the comments. Now, the next book that you guys might want to pick up to read is No One, issue number 1 from Image Comics. And this is from the super massive superhero world at Image Comics. And this just sounds so freaking cool. 10 months ago, the Richard Roe murders shocked the city of Pittsburgh. In the months since, the killings have sparked a dangerous political movement, copycat killers, and a mass vigilante who's still determined to hold the powerful accountable. Not a symbol, not a hero, they could be anyone. They are no one. Superstar writers Kyle Higgins and Brian Buccellato, who is the writer on Chicken Devil, which is an absolute fantastic book, and rising star artist Gerardo Borges, who did some work on Nightwing, bring you an extra-length first chapter of a true crime superhero drama in its own corner of the supermassive universe. And there's one other really cool thing. The story continues in Who is No One, a monthly companion podcast starring Rachel Leigh Cook and Patton Oswalt, which is just so freaking cool that this book right here is going to have its own podcast. That is just really cool to me and is making me want to pick this book up just that much more. Now, I will be honest, I have not read much of the Massive Universe. I read the first 4 or 5 issues of Radiant Black and that's it. But guys, this book right here, I am definitely picking this book up. This sounds super, super cool. And the final book that we want to share with you guys that you guys might want to pick up to read is called Forged, issue number 1. Now this is coming from writer Greg Rucka and Eric Tuchman and artist Mike Henderson. To just listen to this synopsis. In the 11th millennia of the rule of the Eternal Empress, a squad of planet-smashing super soldiers find their routine mission to be anything but. These are the Forged. They take no prisoners. Written by Greg Rucka and Eric Tuchman and brought to the page by Mike Henderson, embark on an over-the-top pulp adventure of sex, violence, and sci-fi inspired by Conan, heavy metal, and other comics that you tried to hide from your parents. The fact that this is going to be a more adult sci-fi crazy adventure has me so excited, and I am a huge fan of Greg Rucka. I've liked so many of the books that he's written and I just cannot wait to dive into this book right here. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for The Forge? Have you checked out that artwork that I just showed? What do you think? Are you picking this up? I know you guys are. Come on, this sounds freaking awesome. Alright guys, those are the 3 books that we think you guys should consider picking up to read. We did the speculation. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. We are at the end of the video and this was a super light week for speculation, so I hope most of you guys stuck around for the recommendation section because those books just sound so freaking cool and I'm really excited for Forged. I think that's going to be the book that I am most excited about, but No One and Astrobot sound also really, really cool. Now, if you guys stuck around this far in the video, you guys know exactly what you guys are. What are you? You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and supporting Stephanie and I and Al in this video right here. And guys, if you guys like the content in today's video and you like comic book content, but you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, now there's one other thing that I'd like you guys to do. Guys, just leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys thought about today's video. Are there any books that we missed on Final Order Cutoff that you think are good spec buys? Are there any new #1s or any other books that we should have put on this list to buy to read? Guys, let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I do want to let you guys know I will not be back on Tuesday with my must-have pickups. Steph and I are going away this weekend with the kids to my sister's house in upstate New York. We're gonna have a great time, and we're not coming back until Tuesday, so I have no time to read, no time to shoot, and no time to edit, so I'm just gonna miss a video. So I'm sorry, but that just happens sometimes. But I'll definitely be back next Friday with a Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video, and maybe I'll try to fit in a video before that. Alright guys, have yourself a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.